On behalf of the NGO WASH Forum, we are excited to exhibit at this year's Panafcon 3 that focuses on assuring inclusive water security and sanitation services for all. The NGO WASH Forum is excited to be a part of this process, particularly with regards to the post-2025 agenda and the policy that will be developed out of this process. We hope that some of the outcomes that we have prepared within the different sessions will be part of the influence strategy that will go into influencing what goes into the policy. Of particular interest to us is the issue around governance and citizen participation. We feel that there still needs much to be done with regards to our existing legislation, that it must be inclusive, and when we have various processes, including conferences such as this, it must be open to all people from all walks of life. If the policy that we are making is to be a reflection of the realities on the ground. Secondly, for us, one other key ask is to have more climate resilient infrastructure. The climate has not been immune from the effects of climate, and we feel that not only does policy need to reflect the realities that we live in, because without this we will not be able to address the needs of the marginalized and the vulnerable groups if we do not begin to invest in more infrastructure that is resilient to whether it's climate shocks from flooding and other climate impacts. Another area of key interest for us is mitigating the impact of mines on the environment. While we recognize the need that the continent has for jobs, the creation of jobs, and that is a much needed area for driving economic development. But we feel that as CSOs, we need stricter regulation around dewatering, around pollution, and also polluter pays policies need to be strengthened so that our resources are not only well protected but well catered for through strategic legislation. We also need to look at financing and capacity building. Our financing mechanisms need to speak to the realities. We need to increase our national budget allocations within our different countries, whether it's through the different African Union member states. We need innovative financing mechanisms. The current structures are not sufficient to meet the demand that we need. Last but not least, we need to leverage technology and data. We feel that this is one of the areas that is lagging behind. And also we're not very good in terms of tracking our progress. And this will help us know who is actually left behind, and so that we are actually able to use the resources that we are hoping to innovatively secure to meet the needs of the women, the girls, the youth, who are often largely more impacted by the poor access to water services. So I think for the collective CSOs of the NGO WASH Forum, these are some of our key asks, and we hope that this post-Africa 2025 water policy will be a reflection of the reality and not just be aspirational, but one that will actually walk the walk for the next 30 years if we are to see the differences that we so desire as a continent.